手足二つずつ生えている程度じゃ愛せるものも23でそれがバカみたいに増えていくようだと捨ててかなきゃいけないね。だからたくさん愛せるようにと意地汚いこの僕はある日不器用な自分を愛するのはやめにすると決めたんだ。僕は神様から授かったこの命を母から受けた命を僕は人並みには使いもしないので今朝のゴミに出しました。誰にも期待なんてされずにいよいよ開演を迫られてついに幕を開けた人生劇場客もいないままに悲しみの波に
Hey guys, what's up? I've been asked to commentate this match in English, not in Portuguese, and Nissan's also in the call, but he doesn't know how to speak English very well and he's very shy, so he's not going to be commentating probably. So I guess I'm solo casting this match. These are the grand finals. The grand finals for South American Tournament number 2, and we have two very good teams that got to the finals. We have Intercamming and Matthew coming from the winner's side, I believe, and then Mistia and Arnold 24x24 coming from the loser's side. Let me just confirm that real quick. Yep, they came from the loser's side and they won losers bracket finals by default. So that's the sign. This is a very serious tournament with very serious implications here. So yeah, normally at this point I'd be like, okay, let's send it to the co-casters to have them say some words, but I guess there are none. So instead we'll be just going straight into the match. I'm just gonna ask the ref for a little confirmation on the bans because I wasn't really paying attention. I was still setting up stuff for me to stream here and to commentate, but blue team, I believe, gets the first pick. By blue team, I mean baneacomo, and they go for BT2, which is Major Demon. Difficulty name Demon Slayer. This is a stamina map. We will be getting into it. This might be familiar, I believe, to anyone who went...
Neco. Bota BO13.
Isso, por favor. This might be familiar to anyone who, I believe, watched Corsairs or Perennial, one of the two, but this is a custom map. And it's very stamina intensive. I believe this is not Arnold's best map, considering he didn't play. I believe we're aborting the map, or not, because he just started playing again. Something is weird there. He just started the map out and just not playing. I'm pretty sure that's not a bug. I'm pretty sure that's just him not playing the map at the start. So that's a little confusing. Matthew, highest combo currently, I believe the only FC still remaining, as Arnold obviously dropped in the first 50, 100 nodes maybe, and Mistia had a drop at about 400 combo. Intercamming with a strong supporting combo. As I say that, he drops. So Matthew, the only one with any sort of meaningful combo here, looking to put basically the whole map on his back. Considering that this is a pick from baneacomo, really just not a very good pick, I guess. Unless they didn't plan for Arnold to just not play the start, which I guess is valid. It's not something you really planned for. But Maffey now across the 1,000 combos will break on the middle of, I think, one of the buzz sliders in the middle of the streams there, which are very tricky. Arnold, though, not any sort of meaningful combo to try and bring it back. And basically double the score for Dylson compared to baneacomo. Will be looking to be a very clean break point to start things off here. Actually, Matthew didn't drop. That was just a Bancho bug. I just now noticed that, and he's still holding the FC. Coming into the last parts of the map here, he does close out the FC. That's a Bancho moment there. As Matthew, the only even close to a good score there. Everyone else having a B rank. Believe that wasn't in the plans for baneacomo. Yeah, 85 misses coming out from Arnold. I think most, if not all of them, were at the start of the map.
Mafizada?
Isso responde King do Pocket Galaxy. So Dylson goes straight for Hard Rock 1, which is actually, it's been a while since I've made this build, but I believe this is just a funny anime map with funny jumps. This is, I think, the Ghana one, I want to say, which is big jumpy. So I think intercamming and Matthew trying to take advantage of Arnold's potentially lack of higher end hard rock aim, and thinking they can outscore Mystia fairly consistently. I think is the logic there. Yep, this is the Rihanna map. Yep, okay, I remember. Hey, Miles! We found a co-host. We found a co-commentator. Everybody, welcome Miles to the call. Hey, Miles, what's up?
I'm here to commentate South American Tournament 2's Grand Finals.
Yep, on this map that you know.
Yeah.
You probably actually know this map, to be fair.
Yeah, isn't this like 600 PP?
Yep, it's I think even more with HDHR. Yeah, you missed Arnold not playing this start 30 seconds of a BT stamina map and losing to start things out.
I saw Matthew seeing it though.
Yep, it was a pretty good score, ruined by Bancho, which just decided he missed halfway and then the combo came back in the middle of the break for some reason.
That's unlucky. Well, looks like at the start of this pick, Team baneacomo is doing a lot better.
Yeah, actually,
From Matthew.
completely opposite of what we saw in the first pick. Early misses from both of Dylson's players, and baneacomo both holding very respectable combos. Misty is still with an FC, and Arnold not very far behind. Really acing those jumps.
That act from Misty as well, very impressive.
Very good. The thing with this map is there's a lot of big jumps and there's a lot of map. So it's you might hit the big jumps at the first guys and stuff, but there's still like 2 guys left and a solo. So you need to be consistent, and nothing's decided yet. Intercamming recovering very nicely. Matthew a little bit lagging behind, but
Of those players still being outperformed by both players of baneacomo, so that lead is just going to keep growing as it is right now.
getting in the halfway point of the map here, and still baneacomo holding very strong. But Arnold, as I say that, breaks immediately.
Combo
So-
advantage back to Dylson.
Yes, indeed, but they still want that Mistia break. And
Oh,
they
and there it
get
is. Okay,
They
now
get
the lead is going to
2
shift
breaks.
back in favor of Dylson.
2 breaks immediately. Intercamming though, missing on the wide angle jump section.
Matthew now the
Matthew.
only combo.
Has to make up 120k difference. He needs to hold here, otherwise very slim chances for Dylson. And he
and the-
breaks on the stream. So all baneacomo needs to do now is just not poop the bed. A very stable lead here. Intercamming the only one with really any sort of comeback potential, but Arnold matching him. And this will start off the match potentially with 2 break points. One from each team.
Mistia gonna end the map with the top score at about 650k. A little more than that, actually.
A very impressive performance from all players, really. Pretty much everyone acing the wide angle jump section at the end. Misty finding a break at the very end, at like the outro. But everyone getting really respectable scores. It's not an easy map by any means. But there's a break point for baneacomo, and they have the pick advantage now. So let's see
2 break
what
points to start the match.
the sign that they practice the pool really hard, and they know their strengths and the opponent's weaknesses.
Yep, you love to see it.
Let's see what baneacomo picks here. Can we get a rundown of bans? I still haven't asked the ref really. Let me ask Kay for the bans.
Oh, Rainbow Dash Hidden is in this pool. They should pick that.
Yes.
That'd be a shit fest.
Hidden Chew. So I believe that is the Loyar Hidden.
Dance with
Yep.
Many.
Dance of Many, the IO Exception map.
Might remember this from a couple OWCs ago. It was the grand finals of Portrait Hidden.
That
I
was,
believe.
yep. Grand Finals of Portrait Hidden was permaban on every match. Okay, so Intercamming's team banned Rainbow Dash, sadly.
Aw, no.
And baneacomo banned, let me check, DT4, which is
Lavatory.
Laboratory, yeah. So just really scared of Matthew, I believe, on that, because he got an FC. Or not an FC, but like a really good run decently recently. Yeah, we're gonna be starting out Hidden Chew very soon. There it is, loading up the map. This is a map that, under normal circumstances, I would just take Misty and Arnold any day of the week. But, like, as a slot, because Air 8 Hidden, you see Arnold on the team, you're like, okay, he's gonna FC. But this map in particular, it's a tricky Air 8 Hidden with, like, very unconventional, like, aim elements. It isn't like your standard, like, old style Air 8 Hidden. No, it's very funky. It's a little bit reminiscent of Happy Time in the way that it tries to aim, or it tries to make you aim, but it's also like just a lot more of a reading challenge, I believe.
Yeah,
So
it's got
Misty,
those funky linear jumps and hexagonal patterns. Oh, Arnold breaking. Did not expect him to
again,
break
the
early.
team that picked the map is missing early, giving a very decisive lead early on to the other team. Both players on Dylson holding through that linear jump section in the middle of the map,
They're camming
holding
and Matthew
through the
just
pentagons.
so comfortable on this right now.
Only
Another
Arnold
break
misses.
from Arnold. It's only Mistia holding them in this point before the lead for Dylson just gets so out of hand.
They need Intercamming and Matthew both to break very soon. But
And it
the
doesn't look
break
like
is going to
happening.
be from Mistia. Intercamming missing on the kick sliders. Arnold will miss as well. Matthew holding on again through the enemy team's pick.
Matthew, the one carrying the area hidden. Who would have
Amazing.
expected it? This shows the level of all the top tournament players these days, man.
You know, this has never been someone who's renowned for their reading skills, but he's just acing all those patterns and just not whiffing even through the funky streams with like stops on them. He just does it.
He's popping off.
He's popping off. Insane performance
Oh my
here from
God.
Matthew, getting through the triples.
Back in my days, the speed players played speed, man. What is this man doing?
He's built different. Oh, he's gonna miss
Spider,
on the funny
Oh my
kick slider
God.
bit at the end. That is such a shame. That would have been such
Tragic.
an amazing FC. But still, just a really, just a big dick play. Like, what can I say?
Just about 1v2's the enemy team.
Yep, just about. Intercamming also outscoring either of baneacomo.
3 break points in a row to start the match. Pick goes back over to Dylson. Let's see what they will pick to try to consolidate it.
No, we have the hold nomad pool still open. I would expect maybe to see some sort of nomad chew picked, but I guess No, I believe Mistia would be the weakest No Manchu player out of these four, but still it might be a little bit risky. DT1 might also be a pick for Dylson, just because it's very high AR. It's 10.4, so 9.2 with DT, very high AR, very fast jumps. Might not be to Arnold or Mistia's advantage.
Yeah, just the mathy factor on those speed mechanics maps.
Yeah,
too much.
the mathy, the intercamming on the streams.
No Mod 1.
No Mod 1 is Brand New World by, believe? Was this by again? It's by Azunyan. This is just big aim. It's very similar to Hard Rock 1, which they lost, but this is just bigger aim, but also bigger circles. Has a lot of full screen parts, a lot of really 1-2 jumps. Like this is just your very standard 8-star like graved in a 1-1. Very much just testing the raw mechanics, testing the aim ability and consistency of these players. And again, they're gonna be hoping that Arnold maybe slips, Mistia maybe slips, and they're just trying to outskill their opponents.
And again, it's no Mod 1.
Yeah, no Mod 1
You've
is
got no idea what
kind of a
happens in No Mod
lottery
1.
every time. Unless
You may
playing
think you're good on
against...
No Mod 1, but you never know how you're actually gonna do on No Mod 1.
Yeah, you know, if you have a sheet, if you're in a team tournament, you have a sheet. No Mod 1 is gonna have the highest average scores, and that means absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
So we're gonna be getting into the map here. Mistia finding an early break. I was about to say there's not much early on. It really, just like a lot of people are familiar with this song because it's very popular TV size farm map. A couple of TV size farm maps, not just one set. And it really just pops off at the choruses. But early on, there's not much. As it currently stands, both Intercamming and Matthew with 99.59, and baneacomo having a decently lower accuracy, but everything so far decently equal.
It's all gonna lead up to who misses on these big jumps, and so far none of them have missed yet.
Nobody missing on the stream either. Arnold missing on one of the jumps. There it is. Also Mistia and Matthew. Intercamming the only one to hold through this first Kiai. It looks like he will hold through the Kiai, so he's gonna build that score lead. Just get it really nice and big. As he does hit the 1-2 jumps and doesn't miss on the stream. Very nice from Intercamming. Everyone actually hits them fairly confidently. So Intercamming currently building that roughly 140k lead right now. Mistia and Arnold both breaking, so that's a full reset for baneacomo. Very bad news for them, very good news for Dylson, as both their players currently holding. Intercamming still in that FC.
Completely unanswered by combos from baneacomo. Intercamming is just going to completely run away with that lead despite the miss
Matthew
from
breaks,
Matthew.
but it doesn't matter. Intercamming is just going crazy.
The intercamming method has arrived.
The method.
He is
itself.
just beasting those jumps. Still holding the 99.71 accuracy. The crazy aim play from him.
I think now it's pretty much out of comeback range. So let's just wait with bated breath to see if Intercamping can hold that FC until the end.
Hey man, I saw 28-3. Nothing is completely out of range.
Okay, they could both have a stroke.
Yeah,
that
that's
true.
probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, we don't hope for a stroke here on the cast.
Yeah, that'd be mean. But Intercamping looks like he's not going to choke this. He is going to hold on.
As he holds on through the last guy in the last couple of jumps here. Just 200k to go. Also very good accuracy, 99.69, but he does break on one of the bigger jumps on the end.
But it isn't gonna matter.
It really doesn't matter, but it is a shame as he breaks again. But baneacomo just unable to muster up a fight on this Nomad 1. So very well picked by Dylson, the first non-break point of this match.
It's time Intercamping with the 1v2 performance.
Very nice.
Well played to him.
So let's see if baneacomo can bounce back, because it is their pick. I mean, so far, the odds of them winning their pick has been 0, and the odds of them winning the opponent's pick has been, half and half. So maybe they just want to skip their pick.
Yep.
But if I were them, I would pick something like Hidden 3, something like Fremont 2, maybe, yeah. And Hard Rock 2, actually. Grin Hard Rock.
Grin Hard Rock. I'm surprised with that pick.
I'm a little surprised, but Misty is a very strong player on that kind of technical Hard Rock. I'm just a little surprised because Arnold is not very known for that. He has done it in the past. He has played very well on the accuracy Hard Rocks by just not maintaining accuracy at all. Just combo cheesing the whole thing, getting 87, but a full combo. I believe he did that last round. But we might want to look into the combo cheese here for a couple of these players. So we head into the map here. 3-1 to Dylson. baneacomo picked Grin. They will be looking to bounce back. Matthew holding by far the highest accuracy on this start here. Very tough map to act. We have a lot of 112 doubles, a lot of really tricky rhythms to act. You have a very fast, either burst or double tap, whatever you want to call it, after the very low BPM ult, which is very tricky. Not many people can really pull that off, especially on OD10 Hard Rock, especially on CS 6.5. This map is very tough, as these players will currently hold combo.
Ironic what you said about Arnold when he's currently holding about the highest accuracy, nearly tied with Matthew.
Mistia, the first to break, intercamming, trading, as Matthew and Arnold again holding the stable high accuracy for this map. Very high accuracy considering what it is. As the lead swings over to Dylson, but it's very much in contention. It's really flickering right now. Mistia breaking again on the 1-6 burst. As we get into the hands of doubles in the middle of the map. None of them breaking, so combo advantage to Dylson. Arnold needs to hold and needs to hope for a Matthew break here. Mistia, though, breaking again. Not a good sign. Intercamming, basically failing, whiffing a whole stream, and Matthew breaking. Arnold putting currently the team on his back. Needs to build up a little bit of a score gap here as he hits a lot of the tough patterns here.
He's gonna get through it, it looks like. Oh my god, and he breaks at the very end of it. But there's not enough combo on Dylson to take back this lead.
There's really not enough combo. He built up enough of a score buffer as Matthew's 200 combo, a little bit of over 100 combo advantage, not going to be enough. As Arnold secures the pick for his team.
About a 650k score from him. That is ridiculous. He held combo through almost the entire aim and finger control section in the middle, and he will be bringing his team the point. Now the score goes 3-2 in favor of Dylson, with the pick going back to them.
These are really ridiculous scores from both Matthew and Arnold, considering the map. And, you know, I expected Arnold to combo cheese a little bit more, but he's just more comfortable on this map than he was on the map last week. So absolutely hats off to him as baneacomo gets their first confirmed pick in this match, and Dylson gets the next pick. DT1 very quickly picked here, as we talked about. AR 9.2 mechanics based DT1. Kind of fast, but not very fast. Not very demanding on speed, but very demanding on aim and high AR reading, which is something that they are gambling on Mistia and Arnold not being very well prepared on. Which, you know, normally I would say that's a safe gamble-ish. Especially when you're talking about intercamming in Matthew, which, especially Matthew, is one of the best high AR mechanics DT players in the world. So this should be a relatively safe pick for them, but you never know.
Match has been unexpected so far.
Yeah, we've had more breakpoints than non-breakpoints, so anything could happen.
LHF's coming out. The map is going to be underway. DT1.
Shumatsu no Fractal.
Song from Brisaya.
I believe Asagi. Correct on that? Yes.
No one tripped up by the first jumps. So I think everyone's adjusting well to the AR 10.4.
It's less of a challenge since the last map was AR 10. If we had played Dance of Mini as the last map, this would have been the start of this map would have been filled with misses. I'm certain. Apparently nobody tripping up. A little bit of difficulty to act from both teams. Mistia being the highest stack currently. 97.5. Intercamming the first to break. Before the first guy. Mistia following. And Arnold. So Matthew. We talked about that really big gap in high AR reading once it really came down to the mechanics. And Matthew just acing the first guy here. Mistia breaking again.
And the lower accuracies on baneacomo is really gonna halt any chance of a comeback they have, especially with Matthew still on the FC. The lead is just gonna keep growing in their favor.
Over halfway into the map right now, Matthew's still holding the FC with a very good supporting combo from intercamming, higher than any of baneacomo's. So it looks to be quickly getting out of hand. So Matthew hits the kickstarter section that Arnold misses. And there are really no large enough combos to come back right now. Matthew with 98%. Just still holding strong.
This just really is bread and butter.
Yep.
So good on these high approach rate mechanics maps. Just
He
no
is
one can beat
just-
him.
He's just on his playground right now. This is Matthew's house, and we are just visiting as he does break, but
As
it
does
won't
everyone
matter.
else in the lobby, except
Yeah.
for camping. Actually, I think he hit those jumps.
he missed a little bit earlier, but Matthew with by far the highest score in the lobby. Potentially securing that 1v2.
Yeah, he secured it. Another 1v2 performance from Matthew. Beast mode from him.
Absolutely amazing. A 1 miss from intercamming as well, not to be overlooked here.
Looks like a very safe pick converted from Team Dylson here.
Yeah, as expected, we have a quick fortitude, a little bit of a wobbly road to get there, but Dylson securing their last true picks and getting true breakpoints. So baneacomo needs right now to get a safe pick and to win it.
And I
Looking
think that
at-
safe pick should be Nomad 2.
I disagree. I think the current scenario here is to pick either Hard Rock 3 or Fremanchu or something like that and try to out-gimmick the mechanics people in Dylson. And Hidden 3 is played, so it's a little bit along the same lines, but this is more focused on the flow aim alternating. It's not really a mechanics map, but it's not really not a mechanics map either. As this is not the Elvis version, this is the shorter, not Elvis, I swear mom version, which is very much the same style.
Is the same one you put in USC, right?
Yep.
Oh, this map is awesome. Just who can combo more into the Ki section?
Yeah, it's really just one Ki section and then, or like a build up into the Ki section, and then we have the funny like 1-1-1-1-1 burst, which is always the real diff spike on any Sanai-san map worth its salt, and then Yautja. So we're going to be heading into this map. Matthew with the first break, Mistia and intercamming breaking as well, trading, and Arnold 91% but holding combo. He will be establishing an early lead for baneacomo as Matthew breaks again.
This map is pretty short. That early combo is really going to mean a lot.
It is. It's just slightly under 2 minutes, I believe. So the early breaks, not inconsequential. So Matthew and Arnold break, so equal combos
So
for
Mistia and
Misty and
Intercamming fighting over
intercamming.
the
But
speed.
Misty whiffing the whole burst. So intercamming, never mind. Both intercamming and Methane will be combo resetting for Dylson. Arnold, the highest combo in the lobby right now.
It's just like about a 40k lead for baneacomo. That combo for Arnold is really going to mean everything as they go into the Ki.
And Mafi and Arnold both with on the 1-1-1-1 burst as Mistia in intercamping.
It's the top row and the bottom row.
Yeah. They've been kind of synchronizing their misses as intercamming and Matthew combo reset for Dylson. So
Mistia
holding on and giving pretty much an unsurmountable combo buffer as it currently stands.
Combo going into the ending here. That is going to just about secure the point for baneacomo, their third point on their own pick.
Arnold breaking, but it won't matter as the map comes to a close right about now. Just an outro left after this, but Mistia breaks.
Yeah, baneacomo, they are going to need to secure a break point if they want to come back in this match.
I was just holding my breath, waiting for the total for Dylson being a funny number, but they actually lost score in the last slider stream.
Unlucky.
But yeah, very solid scores from both Misty and Arnold. Matthew, not really his best map, not on his skill set necessarily, so he'll be having a little bit of a lower score there intercamping, not making up the difference, sadly. But that was baneacomo's pick, and they do confirm it. So after a shaky start of the teams feeling each other out and not really picking to their best potential, the picks are slowly stabilizing. Intercamming immediate no mod 4.
Lap picks Artificial Human.
Artificial Human by Akali. Diff name as the. Can
you say that again for me?
As the colon semicolon.
Thank you.
No problem. So this is essentially your high-end tech map. We're gonna get a lot of cut streams, a lot of slider velocity changes, and it's not a short map by any means. I believe it's 4 minutes almost. But yeah, it's if you ever played an Akali map, it's in that vibe. It doesn't deviate too much, but it is very tricky. Normally, I wouldn't really consider this to be in Dylson's favor, since Arnold has been very consistent at tech lately on other tournaments like Drench Program and Coffee Hispanic. But and Misty also known as a decent, tech player ever since he got his PC fixed up and doesn't lag every time there's a slider stream, which I believe there are in this map. But Dylson really believing that they can outdo them as we get into the map here. And
Arnold
missing the slider ticks. Yep. That's normal. Won't affect too much. That's not normal, but it happens. As Arnold misses
on a little trolling.
These slow aim doing a little trolling. Other than that, very normal start here.
No one else being tripped up by this beginning. Everyone else holding stable. Mistio holding the highest AC at 99.2.
There is still a little bit of, I believe there's a couple tricky sliders still. They aren't unsight readable, but you could potentially break on them. Like that.
Oh, like that one. Okay, Arnold gets tripped up by that slider, but I don't blame him at all. That looks like a very funny slider.
Yeah, it looks like a colon. And Mistia also breaking, so full reset for baneacomo. Both players in Dylson still holding as Matthew breaks on one of the cut streams. Intercamming the only full combo left.
The intercamping method holds strong on this pick thus far.
Oh, but
Not anymore.
he does break on some of those funny wiggle streams.
Mistia now the highest combo.
Yep. With the possibility to bring that score lead back. It's not a very big score lead. We're still very early on into the map, not even halfway through. And Matthew breaking a little bit of that slower section.
Combo now very much in favor of baneacomo, 400 on Mistia. Everyone
full reset from everyone
on those sliders, funny sliders, buzz sliders.
Mistia breaks and Arnold breaks as well. So combo advantage Dylson intercamming, holding the biggest combo in the lobby, as small as it may be. And Matthew getting tripped up on one of the funny sliders, yeah.
Intercamping's got the lowest stack though, but his combo just about beats Mistia and Arnold combined, as it is right now.
I believe that will be advantage to baneacomo as it currently stands. Nobody breaking on the overlapping stream there.
Score lead is so close, just about 25,000 score between the two teams.
This is anyone's game. As Mistia breaks, so now intercamming and Matthew will be building a little bit more of an advantage here. But it's still very easy to break anywhere on this map, as Arnold proves just that.
Intercamming and Matthew now with an opportunity to extend their lead, and they're doing just that.
This is a little bit of an easier section. Not too many of those wiggle streams, but enough cut streams that both of them will break. Very funny way to make your commentator eat his words there.
Combo lead now squarely in favor of baneacomo, but Mistia does break. Now Arnold with the biggest combo in the lobby at 380. I don't know if that's enough to bring back the score lead all by himself though. The map is going to be very close.
Definitely not now after breaking on the hands or doubles. That will be a potentially shaky, but still decently safe map win for Dylson.
They are going to win it. Their 5th point now on the board.
70k. It was close at points, but just both players a little bit better than their counterpart.
Yo, which team is coming from winner's bracket?
Dylson. Dylson is coming from winners, and baneacomo is coming from losers, where they won their loser finals by a score of 0-0 because they didn't play.
Insane. All right, baneacomo, they're going to need this breakpoint soon. Dylson is inching their way closer to the win here. They only need 2 more map wins for the tournament.
Double time number 3. That is a custom. That is Usate by Mariko Sakuragi, also known as Reiji Maigo. This is hard. It's 285 BPM speed, I believe. So there's a lot of bursts, a lot of it's hard to single tap on itself. I'm pretty sure all players here are going to be alternating. Maybe Arnold's going to be single tapping.
Oh, this song is awesome.
The bursts very much killer on this map. Arnold especially being the player to look out for here. Matthew possibly also with a pop-off potential. The other players not really truly well known for their high-end speed, but could also make the difference as Arnold being the first to break.
Arnold
Not
also
expected.
with a very big act choke. He's down all the way at 88% almost. Matthew, though, holding on to the very strong 97 out of the intro.
The intercamming breaks. And so does Mistia. Matthew, the only one with a full combo left. Arnold stabilizing his combo.
However, his accuracy is lacking.
Accuracy is a social construct, Miles. We
What
live
if
in
it
the,
isn't? What
the
if it
year
isn't
of our
on
Lord,
score?
2021. We don't care for such things. As
You
Matthew
look
just
in the code.
effortlessly going through those 285 BPM bursts.
Arnold's accuracy is stabilizing, but Matthew is just running away with this lead right now. His full combo is so strong, 97% AC.
We're still not even halfway as Arnold breaks, so Matthew, the only combo remaining. Mistia, a little bit behind. Enough behind to where I'd say the score lead is definitely going into Dylson's favor in a major way. Hit the halfway mark on this map. Intercamming struggling a bit, but Matthew does break on one of the buzz sliders.
Combo
So now
squarely
baneacomo
in favor of baneacomo.
having the possibility to come back. Both of them hitting the longer streams of 285 BPM. Roughly 500 combo advantage on the top row and 300 combo advantage on the bottom row for the right side team.
They're going to be
A little
clawing
bit of
back
a
this
slower
lead.
section.
The slower section going to be great for their combo advantage. They're going to be able to claw this score back as slowly as they can, but they are clawing it back down to 30k, 20k.
It is going to be flickering very soon. Mistia does break though. That's the highest combo for baneacomo gone.
Arnold still holding on though, and he's got about 300 combo up on Matthew.
He needs to hold though, very, very decisively hold his combo here, because the lead has not yet swung. Mistia missing again and again.
Mistia dropping a lot of score there.
But
That's gonna halt the
Arnold
lead, but
missing on the buzz slider.
no.
That is so tragic.
Now Matthew's combo is gonna just about secure the point. 800 on him. No combo left on baneacomo to try and take the point, and Dylson is going to be taking just about the most crucial break point you could get to
They break
secure
at
them
end,
the
but
match
it's
point.
Not going to matter. That was within baneacomo's grasp, and they just couldn't hold. Their hands were sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Spaghetti, spaghetti.
I've got spaghetti in the kitchen. I'm gonna eat
Same.
it after this match.
I actually I ate spaghetti this morning.
Yo, that's sick actually.
Dylson with match point for grand finals, tournament point in fact, and the pick.
They should pick Ramsing. It would be pretty funny.
They could. Not saying they should, but they definitely could. Currently their options are Nomad 2, Nomad 3, Nomad 5, Nomad 6. All hiddens have been picked or banned. Hard Rock 3. All DTs have been picked or banned. Free Mod 1, Free Mod 2, Free Mod 3. None of the free mods have been touched. Those are their options.
Another reason to pick Ramsing. Nomad 3 though is going to be their pick.
Nomad 3, Iron Rose. Difficulty name Rose de Fer. This is a custom for Perennial being reused here. An AR-10 alt map. Very, very tricky.
Map by Isamir de Angelo.
Indeed. So they lost the Sun Eye Sun pick, and then they picked Nomad 3, which is also an alt map, but of a slightly different style. It's less flowy, a little bit snappier. They might think they have the edge here. But this is tournament point for Dylson. Can baneacomo come back and try to win the next 3 picks?
I saw 28-3. It can happen. This is not out of the woods yet for Dylson.
We have a South American audience. They don't know what 28-3 is.
Hey, all right. Well,
okay. What I can say is, imagine if Brazil came back from 7-1.
Yeah,
that is the equivalent. Matthew being the first to break here.
Basically, in American football, Brazil came back from 7-1.
Pretty much. Mistia and Matthew being the first ones to break. It's Arnold and intercamming. Keep combo. Intercamming though, missing on the square. This is a very, very tricky alt map. And very long as well, so the early breaks not going to be mattering as much, but Arnold will be giving baneacomo a little bit of an early advantage by holding.
Matthew's combo right on his tail though. Not going to be able to establish much of a lead just with Arnold's combo alone. They're going to need to see some breaks from Matthew and intercamming in order to extend a lead here. So far, everyone holding strong though with the combos they have established.
It's a tense atmosphere here. Everyone continues to hold combo through some of the hardest patterns in the map. Everyone, Jesus Christ, this map is tough, and intercamming proving just that. As he breaks twice there. baneacomo holding strong. Arnold still with the FC. Matthew not far behind.
Matthew will be able to pounce on any breaks that Mistia and Arnold have, but right now they don't appear to be coming, so the lead is going to extend, now up about 50k for baneacomo.
Anybody breaking in that bottom row will mean the world to this map and this match.
Mistia, the next one to break.
And intercamming. Top row trading breaks there. So Matthew and Arnold with their but Matthew breaks as we say that, so Arnold will be running away with this if he can hold combo. Currently 100k lead for baneacomo. So Arnold goes through these patterns and doesn't break. Lead gets bigger and bigger.
Right now. That lifeline being Arnold's FC. He is still going 13, almost 1400 combo. He's got the highest score in the lobby by far right now, and intercamming is
we're heading to the solo, and he just doesn't break. Mistia breaks, but it doesn't matter. Arnold breaks. So I don't think there's enough combo on Dylson, but there could be. Matthew needs to hold. So he holds through the stream. Still around a 170k lead there for baneacomo. And intercamming continuing to miss will not help that. This is a very tricky map, as we said at the start. Matthew, however, the only one to hold through that.
I don't know if there's enough combo in the map for him to take the lead back, but he is surely going to make it close. Yeah. His combo means everything right now. He's going up to about 800. There's no combo anywhere else in the entire lobby.
The lead is shrinking, but is there enough time? As he does hold through this final section. Through some of the trickiest patterns in the map again. The top row trading breaks, continuing to trade breaks as Arnold is also holding. So I don't think it will be enough. As we are approaching the end of the map very quickly.
Matthew going to overtake Arnold's insane combo from the beginning and score, but it's not going to be enough to take the point. The difference between Mistia and intercamming will mean everything on this pick, and they are going to win it by about 50,000.
Bottom row both missing at the very end there, but really good plays from both of them. Difference on that map was Mistia's higher score on intercamming by about 70k. Really made the difference. So baneacomo lives to fight another day as they do have their pick now.
Gonna be their last pick of the match here.
It is, as Dylson still on tournament point. Will we get to tiebreaker on this Grand Finals set 1. Because remember, if baneacomo do manage to come back, they will be having to play another set. They're coming from losers.
baneacomo thinking about their next pick. It's a very important one. I think it's going to be Hard Rock 3. Surely after the advantages they've had on
It might
that
have
type
to
of
be
map.
that. Hard Rock 3, I think, is the most similar map to stuff like the map we just played, and Rin, and a little bit less of the text style that we saw in Nomad 4, but they were going for Fremont 3.
Blind Knight Sorrow.
This is a risky pick.
Isn't
Because-
this a speed map?
This is a speed map, and they've lost DT2, they've lost DT3. So, not sure really what's going through their minds there, but they might be still confident in their speed. Blind Knight Sorrow, map I believe by LMT. Indeed. This is a very taxing stamina map. Not necessarily just the stamina map, but some sections you just have no brakes on sliders. You just have straight circles, straight bursts. So it really feels very, very taxing on your tapping hand.
They're going
So-
to be betting their tournament lives on the skill set here. Speed.
Currently, Matthew is not showing up in the lobby, and he's back. Okay. Wonder if we went to check the editor.
Is the first Fremont pick in this match.
Yeah, free mod rules are very simple, one of each mod. So let's see who will be taking the hidden and who will be taking the hard rock. I expect Mistia to be taking the hard rock and Arnold taking the hidden. And on the other side, Intercamming taking the hard rock and Matthew with the hidden. Mistia will actually be running the HDHR.
Got some big balls to run that.
Not if
Intercam
you're
doing first one at the break.
A permanent hidden player. Intercamming breaking very early on, but it doesn't matter. This is still every map here, every map left essentially is very long. As Arnold and Matthew, both of the hiddens. They're running the easier mod, at least to act, but I'll definitely say that they're running the easier mod on this map in particular. So I expect the top row to really be struggling more, and as Intercamming and Mistia both are chain missing a little bit. Intercamming more earlier on, but does so again. So
Arnold
the big
and Matthew.
scores, yeah, the
They
big
look
scores
so comfortable on this.
are going to be in the bottom row. As they're just acing the map. Look at the accuracies there.
99.76 on Matthew and 99.88 on Arnold. They are just eating up this speed like it's breakfast.
Comparatively though, Misty and Intercamming, Misty is doing a much better job with the hard rock. But this is such a pressure situation for the bottom row players. Both Matthew and Arnold, knowing that if they break, the other team is going to open up a huge lead as Matthew breaks, and Arnold will be starting to build up the lead for baneacomo,
Arnold
keeping their
unopposed.
hopes alive.
This combo nearing 1,000. There's nothing on Team Dylson that can match that at all. Arnold gonna be swooping in and taking this lead very quickly.
Already 100k and growing as Arnold continues to full combo the map almost effortlessly. 99.5 almost, as he does drop some accuracy on the 1-3 in the solo. but holds on through the very big flowing spike in the 1-3. Still holding, dropped a lot of accuracy, but still, importantly with that combo, full combo in fact, still alive. Now 97. But this pick, you know, we criticized it a little bit, maybe thinking, you know, they shouldn't pick that speed against Dylson, but Arnold proving us all wrong. And Mystia also to an extent, because the hard rock on this map is no joke. As you can see by both Intercamming and Mystia's score, so both of them beating out their counterpart.
Oh my god, Arnold. He
As
locks
Arnold
out the FC.
locks out the FC on Blind Night Sorrow with Hidden. 97.99. That's the second FC, I believe, in the match. But absolutely insane score. Matthew also very good score, especially with the accuracy. 99 on such a map.
Very good accuracy from Matthew, but the pick goes back to Dylson.
As this is the last pick of this set, and they pick Nomanchu.
Instant pick. They knew they were going to pick
Another
this.
Toho rock song, Undead Corporation, Put Curse on You. Mapped by Half Slashed. Some of you might be familiar with this map. This was the Grand Finals Nomachu for Corsace 2020. As I believe Bistro had a very good run on it on that occasion. But this is the last pick of this match. If Dylson wins, it's tournament. It's tournament for them. They win. If baneacomo wins, we are going to tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker is Armed and Ready, mapped by Camo. So who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win? Or do you just want a tiebreaker? Post it in chat. Hype up your favorite team. As we will be going into the Nomachu. Good luck, have fun in the chat. As we load into the map.
Tournament on the line here with this pick. Once again, baneacomo with their backs against the wall. They have come 2 picks in a row to bring it back here, but now on Dylson's last pick, they're going to try and secure the tournament once and for all.
Now let me just preface, this is not your standard Nomachu. There is a lot of trickier stream patterns and a lot of kind of unseen flowing. These one note like buffers between every stream will be catching a lot of players off guard. As Mystia intercamming and Arnold breaking on the first longer stream, Matthew holding, but not with the best of accuracies. Actually, nobody has the best of accuracies, so technically Matthew does have the best of accuracies.
His accuracy and his FC are going to extend the lead they have right now. It's growing very slowly, but it is in fact growing.
Currently have almost double the score of baneacomo, but intercamming breaking. Arnold and Mystia both holding through that longer stream. Matthew though still by far the top combos. Arnold breaks, intercamming trades. Mystia and Matthew, the only remaining combos left in the map.
Intercamming really struggling. Oh, but there goes Mystia.
Breaking. Matthew still holding the full combo, still going through those streams. Almost
only big combo
effortlessly.
left in the lobby.
Hitting
No one else can
1,000
combo
combo.
this.
And still going. He is still going. Granted,
Arnold
we're not
goes
even
for
halfway
established.
through the map, but 1,000 combo, 1,200 combo. And still stacking up that combo and stacking up that score lead for Dylson. As it is their tournament point. And not breaking on the slow slider like intercamming. That would have been very tragic. But baneacomo managed to gather up a decent amount of combo on both of their players. So it is basically Matthew's pick to lose. Matthew breaks soon. baneacomo holds, and they can still bring this back. We get into the bigger streams again, the very twisty, turny streams. Matthew's still holding, intercamming, breaking, but it doesn't matter.
A little bit of accuracy, but it doesn't matter yet because he still
Mistia
hasn't broken.
breaking. And Matthew breaks, but
Matthew.
Arnold breaks as well. Now
I
it's
think that might be it, actually.
170k. 170k, yeah, 170k points difference. But the combos are reset. For baneacomo, they need still to gather up combos and to not have Dylson stack up any more combos, but I don't think it'll be enough time in the map to do that. As Matthew hits 500k on this map, which is basically one of the toughest maps in the entire pool.
He's currently 1v2ing the other team. Like he has multiple other times this match, it's going to be Matthew who is going to be holding on and bringing Team Dylson the victory here.
With Missy and Matthew break. Arnold still has combo. It might still not be over, but nah, not now. It's over.
There he goes.
Arnold breaking, Mistia breaking. Matthew with the carry performance on the Nomad Chu here will be granting Dylson their win in the tournament.
Barring well played.
Barring a fail on the
final slow
cannot
slider.
exist. We cannot fail because we have no fail. Tricky mod.
Barring a disconnect.
Matthew will bring that tournament home for Dylson. Congratulations to Matthew and Intercamming for their win on South American Tournament number 2. And commiserations for baneacomo, but congratulations still on the second place and good games.
Very well played from Team baneacomo, but they weren't able to squeak by Team Dylson on this Nomad 2 pick. Matthew coming up huge with the 578k. Gonna be enough to take them the win. GG, well played.
Very well played from both teams. As the tournament comes to a close. So, thank you, Miles, for co-casting. Thank you to Nissan and Bracket K for the ref and the organizing of the tournament itself. And thank you for watching. Congratulations again to Dylson. The Chilean friends just getting that done there. And yeah, good games. And yeah, we'll see you maybe on South American Tournament 3. Or maybe not.
Goodbye.
Maybe it won't exist. It's not my decision. Goodbye.